People know us now. People know what to expect. Now we gotta take it to another level.
Look, city till I die, say hi to the bad fella. Hella smooth with the flow, so grab your umbrella. Yeah, we make it rain, bring the pain, things are changing. Power rankings, take a spanking, got them rearranging. They said Denise are all stars till we deboed all y'all. Ball of fist and brawl y'all, yeah, we pissed off all y'all. And we thin, but still winning.
Welcome, everybody. Good to see everyone. This is the 917th episode of the Tunnel Talk podcast. Yeah, we've been busy. We have the illustrious Jam. We have the effervescent Red and the vivacious Alan. I got out my thesaurus before this.
I was just gonna say.
Well, we're gonna get right into it because the season is underway on the men's side. The games are coming hot and heavy. We have 2 data points so far. 2 matches, one the USL Championship opener, and then yesterday night, U.S. Open Cup opener. So first match of the season. I don't know if we talked about that. I think Adam mentioned it on his little on the what do you call it? The Majors post match wrap. In theory, this is the last ever home opener at Keyworth, if construction schedules stay on course.
Yeah, it's the very last home. It's the last home opener until 2027.
It's the last home opener of this season.
Exactly. So it's a milestone, right? It's a milestone. So in this early stage, Detroit City undefeated. 3-0 win against Brooklyn in the first match of the league. And then last night, US Open Cup, it was 5-1 against the Michigan Rangers, the storied Michigan Rangers. Jam and I were talking at that match, and she was like, "Who are these people?" And
we're like, you saw the team. Like they only had one man bun. They had Timu Andrew Tate. They had I don't even know. They had
one guy out there who looked like he was in worse shape than me. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It was, and they didn't seem, I don't know. They were whatever. They were a whatever team.
They were very enthusiastic in the first 15 minutes.
They were very enthusiastic about trying to beat up Haruki, and I'm not okay with that.
They were giving him a hard time. That's for sure. Adam's here. He snuck in the back door of the tunnel. He looks a little bit tired, but that's all right. Let's see. First match, Darren Smith of the brace, and then Chisholm. I'm going to keep calling him Chisholm because the last name is a struggle for me. And I always feel bad. Ooh, look at that. I feel bad mispronouncing names because people typically, historically, have mispronounced my name. So I try to get it right or just say the part that I can say, which is Chisholm.
Don't beat yourself up, Jamie.
Thank you. Oh, hey! And then let's see. Our goal scorers last night: Tabor Ataka with a double. Andrew Dalu scored.
That'd be not Andrew.
Sorry, I'm gonna keep getting that. There's too many Dalus out there running around. Alex Dalu, my bad. Freudian slip. Juve scored in the second half, and there's one other goal. I can't remember who scored it, but
Maxi.
Thanks for
Maxi.
That guy.
Thanks for jogging my memory.
Beautiful
I
goal
didn't.
too.
I didn't intentionally forget who that was.
He tried so hard, though.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that in a minute. He did try really hard. He was trying really hard on Saturday. But we're gonna start with a few critical questions that everyone's dying to know the answer to, and we have the answers here at the 451 podcast. Red, we're gonna start with you. You've been blowing up the group chat with this. Uh, can you tell us? What formation are we playing these days? There's been a lot of speculation.
Well, it looks like it intends to be a what 4-2-1-3. 4-2-1-3.
I can go with that.
But then it fluidly shapes and shifts at different times. You look up, and it almost looks like we got 4 up front. And almost where we have Maxi pushing up as a center forward, yeah, I don't know. I'm not the most articulate when it comes to observing such things, but it confuses the hell out of me.
No, you're selling yourself short. I know for a fact Red went back and watched the match 17 times to kind of analyze and break down the different shapes.
Yeah. Well, it's clear that
Morrissey actually called him to get some advice for his little paragraph about Detroit City. So
yeah, it just seems like it shifts into a 4-4-2 at times, right? A 4-3-3.
Yeah.
Sometimes it seems like we have 2 defensive center mids, and sometimes it seems like we've got two attacking center mids. I don't know. Maybe it's and I don't know if that's just folks momentarily floating out of position and whatnot, or if that is actually part of the strategy this year to be a bit more fluid positionally. Or maybe I'm just paying attention a little bit more, and this is always happening, and I'm just like, once again, coming around the corner late to the party.
I mean, that seems like a very likely scenario.
Yeah, it is possible. It is, So I don't know. You tell me. What shape are we? Am I alone in that thought that like it seems like the formation seems to shift? I mean, there's the obvious shift, I think, in the first match, right? Against Brooklyn, where we did slide into more of a 4-4-2 in the second half and played more defensive role, right? And yesterday for the U.S. Open Cup match against that Grand Rapids team, clearly we kind of had the liberty in ways, right, to for people to, I would imagine, roam a little bit more freely than they otherwise would, because we were possessing and dominating the match, essentially after maybe the first 15 minutes. We pretty much had control of that match. We just took the second half for us to really make the most out of our opportunities. But yeah. So
anyone else want to chime in?
Yeah, please do.
I figured a former all-state soccer
1998.
1998 all-state soccer player would be able to identify formations.
Well, thank you for acknowledging me.
I'm not the person to speak on formations, so pass.
I thought I saw a 4-3-3 in the second half of the Brooklyn game, but maybe just for a moment. So I think it's awfully hard to tell. There's just certain points when you can see they're setting up, but clearly we're playing with 4 in the back, which is a relief.
That's the clear part.
That's the key takeaway right there.
Yeah.
But everything else, the only soccer formation that I'm really comfortable outlining is with soccer tots, when they all get around the ball, all the children together.
A 1-1-1-1-1-1.
It could be a 10-0-0 or a 0-10-0 or a 0-0-10, depending on where the ball's at.
Yeah, exactly. Every other formation other than that one, I'm kind of shaky on. So.
This is not not formation related, I guess. But Jam and I were talking about this or speculating in the
We have
second half last night.
theories.
We have theories. Uh, do we have a starting goalkeeper this year, or is it going to be more fun for everyone with another rotational year? Jam, what do you think?
I don't know yet. I mean, we've only had two matches, and we've had two goalkeepers,
They're still both called Carlos, but
both called Carlos. I mean, I don't know. It could go a lot of ways, honestly. And I don't know which, if either is better or worse. I mean, typically, if I were a coach of a soccer team, I would put my first keeper in for like the big home opener match, and I would potentially play my second keeper for a US Open Cup match against a team with nobody on it. So I thought that was odd because what we've seen previously is that Saldana is the number one keeper and Herrera comes in, but he came in a lot at the end of last season too when they were on rotation. But then there's also the baby factor.
Saldana started the playoff match right last year.
We have a baby goalkeeper.
Like towards the second half of the season, he was not used as much as he was in the first half.
Yeah, that's true.
But that again, is that rotation or is that pecking order? And then you have the baby factor. Like maybe we're gonna run Herrera out a bunch early in the season because we know he's having a baby later in the season, which means he's not going to be getting any sleep, and that's not going to be his strongest point in the year. It's very early. It's too early to tell, but I'm curious to see how that plays out this year. Especially considering we do not have a world famous third keeper.
Not yet.
We did last season.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not a big fan of goalkeeper rotation. It never works. So hopefully there is some rationale behind this. But if it's going to be like flip-flopping between these two guys, that's going to be very hard on the defense.
I tend to agree with that. I did think Carlos Herrera looked maybe about as good as I've ever seen him on Saturday.
Yeah.
I had some doubts about him last year at various points. Obviously, it's only one game, and I think Adam also on the post match on the majors also made the point that Brooklyn's probably not the team that we want to use as a measuring
benchmark.
To draw a lot of hard conclusions because it's likely that they're not that great. So that's fair too. I don't know. Does anyone else have thoughts on the goalkeeper?
For our goalkeeper?
Yeah, like do you see one of them, or would you side with one or the other based on these early performances? Does anyone else think?
If I was going to judge it based off of the first two matches, I would definitely go with Herrera. He seemed more comfortable back there. But you know, it's again, if Brooklyn's hard to gauge, right, as not looking like a good club, and what's the comparison? But I mean, given the level of competition that we faced yesterday, there were some shaky moments in the back. With Carlos handling.
I keep trying to decide if Saldana could have done better on the goal that the Rangers scored.
He was getting ripped apart by the broadcast.
Really? I haven't gone back and listened to it.
Yeah, the color person on there was like
praising.
She was just like ripping him apart, talking about his positioning on the goal. And I was like, oh, I mean, the dude, it was a banger of a goal. Like,
Good goal.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a good goal. I mean,
My only thought was that it was so far out. I thought maybe he would have like been able to react a little bit quicker to
yeah,
the. I mean, but I don't know. I mean, it was well struck. Like,
it was well struck, and I don't know the position that the announcers were in because it was really kind of hard to see, like, the positioning of our players because how the keepers try to set up,
yeah,
they'll sit there in position, everybody around and everything. It was kind of hard to see like if he was screened or what, but yeah, she was laying into him after that first goal, but
no mercy.
no mercy at all. And I mean, it made it seem like that was all him. That was all Saldania's fault. And but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think you could jump to any conclusions really after one league game.
Hmm.
Saturday's going to be very, very telling. It's going to be hard to. I mean, my guess would be that it's going to be Herrera
Yeah.
in goal as well. If it's Saldania, I mean, I don't know what to think moving forward. I think it's gonna. I think if Saldania's in net on Saturday, then yeah, it's gonna be keeper chaos this year. Very, very early indication of that. But I would have expected Saldania to start last night, though, too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, see, I mean, my thing is, it seems pretty clear that we're going to be having a significantly more attacking side this year and strategy, and I'm more comfortable with Herrera in terms of having the ball at his foot, you know, when we need to work out the back. I've just seen between last year and even just yesterday again. Who knows? Just a couple of moments, but like it just seems like we have a lot of hiccups. You know what I mean? When they're trying to work out the back, and we start with Carlos in particular, Saldana, and we play a team with a stronger press. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, yeah, no, for sure.
We'll see.
I want to go back to Adam briefly. Adam, the hater of all things Canadian. Tim Hortons, he hates. Maple syrup, he hates.
Those gross fries with the gravy.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
Whatever that's
poutine.
called. Poutine, yes, correct.
Adam's
He hates
just
moose.
a hater. Like he is the biggest hater on this
How
fucking
could you hate
podcast.
beef
He hates
gravy?
moose.
Come on, man.
Only the Canadian moose, of course. He likes the American moose, but
Beavers are awful. Canadian geese.
yeah. So
Now those are awful.
Yeah, fuck those.
The
Callum
American
Montgomery,
geese.
American geese.
Callum Montgomery, our latest import from north of the border, I thought was great on Saturday. Adam, do you wanna confess your love for Montgomery at this on these open air waves?
I just want to say that I do wholeheartedly give my very, 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 very sincere. No, I don't. It's Brooklyn. It's Brooklyn, the team that doesn't even have a kit sponsor this year yet. No,
He
I'm
looked
not.
good
I thought
last
that-
night too.
I'm not going to be giving Callum Montgomery any flowers yet.
USL
No,
Team of the Week. USL Team of the
very,
Week.
very is very nice. I hope he does well this season. I hope the team continues to do well around him. But no, I will not be offering any apologies to. I don't think I was. I don't think I was harsh, too harsh on.
Well,
Callum
you weren't.
actually
Montgomery
weren't.
earlier.
No,
You weren't on air, but the things you said when we weren't recording were pretty heavy.
Oh yeah, just
Was it? I can't remember.
Really
Yeah, I mean,
stuff.
when we were texting back and forth, when I was texting 248-527-3367. Yeah. Yeah.
That was actually pretty close to my actual number.
That's hilarious.
No, I mean it's
from an archetype though, right? Like, do you feel any better with him in the rotation? Like I feel like he won every aerial duel. Like, I don't think we've had like a tall center back like that since like the Jalen Chrysler.
So Lindsay
What was
took
the other
him away.
guy? The other Jope's teammate Musa
Oh,
Guillet.
Musa, yeah, Guillet. Yeah.
Yeah, Musa Guillet. Like he's a left-footed center back. Like, those are pretty rare. Or maybe the question is this, Adam: would you prefer Montgomery or Bryant as Devon's center back partner?
well right now Montgomery because Bryant's hurt.
Yeah, but if they're both 100%.
You can't argue with that logic.
I don't know. I don't know off the bat right now because I mean I really, like I said, it's only 1 week. I want to see how Montgomery fits into that center back position next to Devon. I think Michael Bryant has his advantages back there. I think he has his disadvantages too. But I do like what you said though about the size factor as well. I think the size factor is important. I think this team in general has had a problem when it comes to height and overall size and everything. This team has never been shut up, Jam.
I didn't say shit, bro.
I see you laughing.
No, go on. You were talking about size mattering.
Size does matter. If you are
In the back.
if you are not very big, it's not very satisfying to the rest of the supporter base, and that can be a problem. And it
It's hard to find satisfaction sometimes.
It's very, very, very hard to find satisfaction in that sense. That could lead to some relationship problems between the supporters and the club itself. And
but we have enough going on back there for a good amount of rotation that could make up for our lack of size.
Yes. Well, no, there isn't. I mean, because Michael Bryan is hurt, so Callum Montgomery and his size will have to be satisfactory for the rest of the supporter base. And that may be hard for some, and it may be easier for others to insert themselves into that situation. So
Yeah,
It's kind of,
and we really haven't seen him play too much. We don't know like where his peak is going to be, and
gotta
he
practice.
plays.
Gotta practice more.
Yeah, there you go.
sucks. The only thing needs to be said about anything is it's still too early. We need to see more of Callum Montgomery.
It's premature.
Well, when are we going to find out? Will it be against Indy or will it be against Charleston? I'm thinking Charleston.
Yeah, Charleston's probably going to be the
Indy 11
acid
looks
test,
like it's
right?
got its own set of issues.
Yeah,
this season with some major turnover, and I guess we'll talk about that. But it's maybe one of the rare occasions where the away game there is not going to be a fiasco like it's been the last few times.
It's not been a happy hunting ground.
No.
Yeah. And Indy's one of those squads that we've had years where either they or us aren't at our top, and you know, it's still a rivalry brewing. I don't know if we call it a rivalry yet, but it's probably one of the closest things to it that we have in this league right now.
Yeah, they're the closest in proximity, but
Is this gonna come out before that match on Saturday?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
So, I don't have details yet. But for anybody who is traveling to Indy,
Ooh.
just a heads up, our supporters are invited to, and in my personal opinion, should participate in chanting with their supporters at the very beginning of the match, kind of like we did at our stadium over the weekend. As details come to me, they will be released to you supporters traveling. But even though it's Indy and even though fuck 'em, we are all here to support the players. And I think that is something we can all agree on and do together.
Amen.
Well said. Alan, we're gonna continue with our way too early conclusions. We've got several new players in the front line in the attack. They've all scored in the first couple of matches. If you could pick one, so I'm thinking Dalu, I'm thinking Chisholm, I'm thinking Tabor Ataka, in particular, but you could throw anyone else in there if you want. Anyone else who's maybe new this year, who was here before, but came back, even though we hate him, and are trying to love him again. Is anyone? Do you get a vibe that anyone of these guys might come in and make a big difference in terms of goal scoring, in terms of creating chances? Feel like we've always kind of been missing like that second goal scorer in the team.
And I think one of the things that I noticed on Saturday was they're all really trying to be involved in the play, and that's refreshing. You got these new guys, haven't been here that long, not a lot of time with the existing players here, and it seemed like they were doing pretty good. So each one is kind of offered something different. I want to see more. I don't think I'm ready to say, this person or that person's a breakout. But the fact that they're really trying to stamp an impression on things is I think that's helpful, and that's kind of what we needed to shake things up a little bit. And so you got these new players, some of whom have better CVs than others, but it's what we got, and so like I mentioned before, with the next couple of games are going to give us a much better picture of where we sit, given Indy's tough at home typically, and then Charleston just tough all the time. If we can pull together some decent performances against those two teams, then I'll feel much better about where things are going this season.
Yeah. All right. This was going to be Dennis's question, but Dennis has obviously blown us off.
Fuck Dennis.
He's gallivanting around the Windy City.
He still thinks it's St. Patrick's Day, I think.
Yesterday was his birthday. It's St. Patrick's Day.
He was born on St. Patrick's Day?
I mean, he's Irish, aren't they all?
I didn't think they were all born on St. Patrick's Day, but that's amazing.
It was my little brother's birthday, though. He was actually born on St. Patrick's Day. He probably doesn't listen to this, but if you do...
Come on. What's his name?
Lil Jakey.
Jake, come on. Listen to the podcast.
If he was a good brother, he would.
My goodness, we're gonna have
His
to.
brother status is questionable at best.
I'm gonna write a very strongly worded letter to your brother, and
You should send it right to his farm.
yeah, it will go by Pony Express.
Farmer
Um,
Jake, get your shit together.
but I was gonna ask Dennis what where he stands on Maxi Rodriguez 2.0. But I'll open this up to everyone. Everyone's got feelings about the Big M. And I did think it was funny that he's got Maxi on the back of his shirt instead of Rodriguez. Like we were gonna forget, like, oh, maybe this is a different guy. He's got a different haircut. Maybe we wouldn't realize it was him.
Maybe we just were cutting down on stencil costs.
There you go.
Cheaper.
We couldn't afford that many letters
Right.
on the back of his shirt. He did
we
get
got
a warm.
we got Igu Bucellum and Preston Ataka now. Like it's
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
If you just go by Maxi, it'll help out a lot.
yeah. They ran out of R's or something.
And it's the conversation that Kevin was having with him when getting his jerseys ordered.
He did receive a warm welcome on Saturday, which is good for him, I think. But yeah, I'm still
You're still a
personally-
hater.
I'm
It's
still
fine.
in emotional turmoil.
I stood next to you long enough yesterday. I know how you feel. Honestly, like, from what I've seen between these two matches, like, even his socials, like, him interacting with people, like, at the matches and whatever, I think he is, like, genuinely so happy to be back here.
Yeah.
Like that's totally the vibe I get. It's very like he seems legitimately like grateful to be back here. And I feel like even though this is maybe not the fastest Maxi we've ever seen, I still feel like because he is grateful to be back here, like I think he's gonna at least give us what he's got. I didn't feel like, even especially last night, I feel like there was really no lack of effort.
He's worked really hard in the first two games for sure.
Yeah, like I think
Yeah.
he's gonna work his ass off because just for the sheer fact that he's glad to be back. And I can respect the fuck out of that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like he may not be like, yeah, he's not the youngest, he's not the fastest, he's not gonna be like the number one star fucking player on the team, but he's gonna be that workhorse guy. For sure.
Yeah, he seems to. Yeah, I'm happy to see him out there, man. I think he's been doing well. I was a little surprised, because I think if I recall, like some of the conversations that we had, I think we were projecting that he would play more of a lower lying, like defensive center mid, right? So he's been playing up.
I
pushing
wondered
up.
if that might be his next evolution, but yeah, I think Dikio's put him. He's obviously put him a little bit higher there, and I mean, I think that still kind of helps him not to have to cover so much ground.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, we have some. I'm really impressed to see what we have going on the wings. You know what I mean? Even with Preston or Itaka and Delu, I thought they both had really good performances on yesterday in the Open Cup match. Again, against a scrubby ass club, but who knows? You know what I mean? To have them coming off the bench, I mean, I don't know if folks realize it, but like, and it's not entirely surprising, but everybody who was on the bench for the Open Cup match yesterday started in the opener, and so what we saw, you know what I mean, was what we had largely coming off the bench, and they played well, you know what I mean. Again, we'll see, with the higher level of competition, but Maxi doesn't maybe have to have the speed that we needed from him in the past either, because I think we got a quicker team.
Yeah, I mean, we've got people out there now who can support him, whereas previously he was carrying a lot on his shoulders, and now he doesn't have to do that
Yeah,
necessarily.
Yeah.
it's not.
And
It's not.
he's not going to be expected to play 90 either.
It's the offense isn't working through him anymore. I mean, I was fine with him coming back as long as you also had Kobe coming back as well.
Yeah.
I didn't want Maxi to feature in the midfield anymore, and it doesn't seem like that's happening right now. Um, and he has
And some
been,
of that has to do with the change in shape, I think, right? Like
yeah,
we're playing instead of just the two center mids like we had in the past couple of years. We're playing with two center mids, which are Kobe and Ryan, and then Maxi's playing as that 10 a little bit higher up, and
yeah,
I think
and
that saves him a lot.
yeah, and I'm cool with that. But I agree too. I think that, like you said, Jaime, I think he has been working really hard. I thought he was better than that FOTMOP rating in that opening
Yeah,
match.
absolutely.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah.
that essentially, I loved him receiving that ball on the Iguacellam goal. That was really really nice. I also like how Iguacellam almost compliments some of our other uh, forwards up top, especially Diop, who's very, very lanky.
Yeah.
Um, as where Iguacellam looks like he, is at low center of gravity. It looks like he could. I mentioned the other day, he looks like he could play for the Lions as a running back. Um, dude seems like a powerful runner. Um, but No, I think Maxi's I think the spot Maxi is in right now is fine. I think it's going to work out for him. I think it should work out for the rest of the team. And but we'll just have to wait and see how that goes, especially with injury and whatnot.
I was on another note though. I was I know Jaime, you said that Trevor had experimented with this in the past, and maybe I forgot, and that I think you said you were more interested to see him play in this role. I wasn't mad at Connor's showing yesterday in that more defensive center mid role.
Yeah. I mean, I think we've always known Connor's got the work rate and the legs, I think, to kind of cover a lot of ground in midfield. Um, Always what's kind of been people have been kind of been critical of with him is that he doesn't really. I mean, he scored some goals, some outrageous goals actually, but like he's not like the most creative player, um, perhaps. Um, but can you take advantage of some of his other qualities in other parts of the field? So,
So you could
um,
be the box to box guy.
yeah, I mean potentially, right? Like, I just think that like we've added some like really like some pretty talented attacking players who are going to play in that front three or two or however we happen to be lining up at the time. So that's probably if he's going to be on the field, it's going to be in that deeper role.
Well, and it'll be interesting, right? Because you see Connor push up in the offensive third probably more than we're going to see him against most USL Championship sides. We're probably not going to have the freedom for our defensive center backs, our center mids to be pushing up that far. Where we damn near had all 10 guys in the offensive third for extended periods of times, just
Right.
figuring out, okay, how the hell are we going to get this thing in the little rectangle?
Correct. All right. So Indy, this weekend. Anyone here going? Alan, are you going to Indy?
And those expensive playoff tickets. Very
Oh,
expensive playoff
right.
tickets.
Well, we're gonna get to that momentarily.
I am
Um,
not going.
yeah, I'm not going
I think
either.
I'm gonna have to
I'm not
limit my
either.
away trips this year for budgetary reasons.
Red,
And I
are
already
you
booked my flight for Tulsa in August, so
Wow.
um, I got a great deal, but that has already eaten a chunk of my travel budget this year.
That's fair.
Oh,
Red, are you gonna
expensive right
go?
now.
I'm gonna go in spirit. I really have to finish up the Hunting Wives, man. It's really picking up.
It's so good.
If Red is only gonna be there in spirit, then I might go then.
Well, that's why I was saying that to see whether or not you were gonna go.
I think we're gonna beat
Well,
them.
all right. Well, let's get into it. Let's get a little prediction here. I've got a new sticky note all ready
Okay.
to go. So,
Official.
Jam.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're gonna win because like they've played what, 2 matches so far.
Hmm.
They
Yeah,
won their Open Cup match last night against a not real team,
Send.
Des Moines Menace.
and then they lost to Brooklyn in their league match
Yikes.
They
and
also
didn't score.
Des Moines Menace didn't run out their ringers either. So that was just their regular.
They brought their
Um,
B team.
yeah, it wasn't full of retired MLS players.
Yeah, so that being said, we're gonna win.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be, God, it's gonna depend on which keeper we have. I'm gonna go with 3-1
Ooh. Okay.
us.
3-1 win for now. I
That's
believe
fun.
Elvis Amo has moved on from Indy. James Murphy's moved on from Indy, so they've just basically gotten rid
I
of all
was
their
gonna
good
say, do they
players.
have anybody?
No,
Yeah, I
they
They
feel
do
like
both they
you
have
gotta
got
Eric.
look
They
Dick.
at
do
their
have. They do
They
roster.
have
have
Eric.
Murphy. I thought they had Murphy.
No, he's
No,
Loudon now.
I'm
yeah,
looking at their
Oh,
roster right now,
They
and
have
so
Eric
uh,
Dick.
far,
They have Eric
yeah,
Dick.
yeah.
I
That's
don't
their big.
recognize any of these
Was
names.
their big off-season signing was Dick in goal.
Oh yeah, all they've got is Dick. I don't know
Oh,
anybody else on their roster except Dick. So 3-1 us.
Perfect.
Lucky
Alan.
Dick.
oh, I want to say a win. I really do. Uh, but I've been burned so many times. It's
Embrace
just
it, Alan.
traumatic.
Embrace it.
Uh, I'm gonna say a 2-2 draw.
Ooh, okay. Adam.
I mean, they do have some players. I mean, they have Bruno Rendon, um,
Whoever that is.
and they have Cameron Lindley, who's what, like 80 years old now. Um,
I don't even know who that is.
They've got one Canadian, so
and how many do we have? Um,
All of them.
uh,
well, I took a
one.
picture of our bus. Remember, and sent it to you guys. It had the big maple leaf and everything on the side of it that they
Correct.
took down to high velocity when they faced Toronto FC2. Um, I think City's gonna win. I'll pick City to win. I'll say 2-1. I want to go too high scoring because I do. Eric Dick is a good keeper.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna go with, and I think I said Ates and Jasiel getting the goals. And Jasiel doing that little heel kick celebration when he
He has
scores.
the best celebrations. I love it.
But I think it'll be a tough match. These teams always play each other tough. Like I said, Eric Dick is a good keeper. Um, I think hopefully those City can ride that momentum from last night and last Saturday into this one and come away with the win.
No one's mentioned the most important factor. We're not taking a bus.
Oh yeah, thank God.
There's no
No,
supporter bus. That means we're gonna win.
No supporter bus. No Allen.
Yeah.
I'm superstitious.
We're pulling out the stops.
No
The
Allen,
sign-
no
yeah,
bus. I'm gonna
these
wear
are
my
all good
Batman
omens.
underwear, and we're gonna win.
These are all good omens.
Yes.
Indeed.
Thank you. I'm so glad that Allen went to Chicago these past couple of days and spent all of his money there.
I might did.
We need a prediction from Red.
Well, with a 1-0 victory against Brooklyn and the 3-0 victory against Des Moines, clearly Dick has been strong in the back, and 2 clean sheets. I think that those sheets are about to get dirty. 3-0 City.
Ooh,
Even with a
okay.
strong dick in the back, those sheets are about to get dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that Dick's about to get a little bit dirty.
Ooh.
Eric Dick,
I don't
the
know.
keeper of
Yeah.
Indy 11.
Uh,
Can't wait to get the
I
notification.
think that's short for
YouTube
Richard,
when
by the
this
way.
goes up.
It might be short for Ricky.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Rick Richard. It's gonna call him Rick Richard for now.
Something along those lines.
Off the chain today, off the chain. Thank you, Adam. You started this. Yeah, no,
I did
3-0,
not.
and Maxi puts one in
Okay.
and winks at Jaime.
He did give me a little wink the other day at high velocity.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Oof.
4-0.
That is where my heart is leaning. But unfortunately, I'm gonna have to say 5-0 Detroit City. The goal festival continues. No one else had the guts to make this prediction.
How drunk are you?
I'm not as drunk as I'd like to be, but
well, yeah.
Big win. Callum Montgomery hat trick. Adam's gonna love him by the end of the match.
Right.
Callum Montgomery hat trick. Maxi with the brace.
Yes, I think that. Yeah, I'll go with that. That's perfect.
All right.
Perfect.
I will say
afternoon.
Allen is the first one out of all of the shows so far this season to not pick City to win.
Well, I mean, these are so-called supporters, right? Like, how dare you, Alan?
Look, I don't want to see any other DMs to me about not being a good supporter anymore. I will direct them. Direct them to Alan.
Come at me, bro.
You could give him a call at 734-218-351, and you got to figure out that last number.
Oh, there you go. You nailed it.
Yeah, there's only 9 options. 10 options.
Dial every number, and then you'll eventually get to mine.
I didn't want to give out a number because there'd be somebody calling it and be like,
oh yeah.
Which is funny. Jackson's mom. Remember see Bruce Almighty?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like remember when he takes the pager and he like throws it out the window, and there's a number that comes up on the pager. It was Jackson's mom's number.
What?
No way.
It was
hilarious.
My God.
And we kept on getting calls and texts asking, "Are you God?" I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Oh my goodness.
And eventually, I think they ended up changing it. But yeah, we ended up getting like all these weird calls, and it was
crazy.
It was her number.
What did you tell them?
Nothing.
That's like really crazy.
It seems like
in your life, dude.
a lost opportunity there.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I just get calls for Juanita.
Juanita.
Someone, it's probably not the same someone, but people have been calling me for Juanita for like almost 20 years.
That's weird.
And I have had the same phone number for like 25 years. It's never been Juanita's phone number. It's
That's
just
nuts.
me. And I am not
I've been
Juanita. I
I've
am
been getting
not anybody's abuela.
I've been getting too many calls recently for ACA subsidies, which has been pissing me off. Like every single couple hours, like it's just constant all day long. I'm getting fucking pissed about it too.
It's red.
I get election related texts that are addressed to Tia. Like, Tia, you should give me money because I'll represent you in Washington. I'm like, dude, number one, I'm not going to give you any money at all, ever. And now I'm really not going to give you any money because you don't even know who the fuck I am.
They're calling you Tia?
Tia.
Isn't that an aunt in Spanish, Jaime?
Uh-huh.
That is aunt in Spanish, correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they're also looking for Juanita.
They're really off the base then. Either
I don't know. I get texts
Spanish.
from my dead dad all the time.
Oh, wow.
I'm apparently Oliver.
Whoever's doing the database management for these elections.
I mean, okay, now my dead dad I get
They need to
because
get a new job.
we have similar names.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, he's my dad, so our info some matches over the years.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, people always are texting me for my dad, and I'm just like, he died. Call hell. I don't know.
Oh, my God.
Well, all I know is Oliver was very politically engaged and clearly bought some Viagra from overseas once. And I get some of the best prices in the world for Viagra. They'll literally say, Oliver, I said, Oliver doesn't have this number anymore. And then they'll ask me, do you need any Viagra? No, homie, I'm all right. I'm all right.
There's been more continuity to this episode than I was expecting.
Yeah.
All right. Women's indoor team. It's playoff weekend. Playoffs in Detroit at the Field House. You should go.
If you can afford it.
Yeah. So I can't go because I've got games to coach, unfortunately. But there. What was the fiasco? There's like.
Okay, so here's the deal. So it's 3 days of matches.
Yeah.
Friday there's 4 matches, I believe. Saturday there's 2 matches, and Sunday is the final. You cannot buy tickets for individual matches.
Oh, yeah.
You can only buy single day passes at the tune of $30 a piece.
For each day?
$30 per day.
Wow.
There's not like a whole weekend discount kind of pass, which would have been a
Really?
And my thought is like $30 is kind of a lot. I mean, our regular ticket, and I understand like this is playoffs, we're hosting a bunch of teams, it costs money, all of that kind of stuff. But when you go, and even like day one, you get, if you go for all the matches, you get 4 matches for $30. That's a bargain.
That's a deal.
Yeah. If you put it that way.
2 matches for $30. But again, most people are only going to watch their team.
Yeah,
and you're charging $30 for the fucking final? Our normal ticket prices are under $15 with fees and taxes and everything combined.
Right.
Like,
Right.
$20 a day? Totally reasonable to me. $30, like, I was hoping when I found out that we were hosting, like, I don't have a fucking job. I can hang out and do whatever from my laptop wherever. I was kind of hoping to make it a weekend of, like, I'm just going to go to all the matches and hang out all weekend. But, like, I don't have $100 fucking dollars to just watch soccer all weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have the ability to, like, you can just go to the clubhouse and, like, watch from up there if you wanted to. But also, I would like to be able to buy a ticket and support the team. But it's like, what if you're hosting and you're playing, what day do you buy for? Like, do I
Yeah.
buy for Friday when I know we're guaranteed we're gonna play a match, so I know I'm gonna see my team Friday.
Right.
But like, there's also all these other matches. Like, do I? But also, if we make it to the final, I want to see the final. But like, I'm not trying to spend all my money just on the matches. I would also like to buy beer and snacks. So it's a
Yeah.
little pricey, and I think that's where people were like, "Whoa," especially because those are the only options. You can only buy a single day pass at $30. There's no single match option. There's no full weekend for like 65, $70 option. Like,
Right. Right. Right.
you're paying $30 plus fees each day, which is almost $100 for the whole week.
Well, we'll see. We'll see about 10 o'clock tomorrow. There might be a flash sale before midnight when they look at the ticket sales the night before.
It's the thing that I think probably one of the reasons that Detroit City is hosting this thing is because there's an expectation that we'll put some numbers into the seats,
Yeah.
but they're not making it worth your while to do that. So I think it's going to be pretty sparse on Friday, a
Yeah.
work day. So you got to take the whole day off if you want to go. I'm gonna have the day off, so I was planning on going anyways. And then like only two matches on Saturday. I mean, like, okay, I get it. You can't play every day, but it's just like now the question is this what the club set up or is this the league?
True.
Sure. Yeah.
If it's coming from the league, then the club didn't have anything to say about it. So it could be.
It
I have
might
no
be a
idea.
league thing because I did hear. I
So
thought I
then
saw
they're just
somebody
trying to make
mention-
money off of us, which I can
Yeah,
understand.
I think I saw someone mention in one of the discords that like they thought it was similar to how they did things for last year's
Okay.
playoffs. I don't know because I wasn't traveling, and that's the other thing too. Is like I don't know about these other teams all that much. Like, do they have fan bases? Do they have folks that are traveling? Like, I mean, maybe some. You've already got people who might be coming to town. They're already paying for a hotel. They're already paying for at least $4 a gallon gas to get them here potentially. And now you want them to spend potentially $100 on top of all of that to watch their team? So yeah, like I don't know that this is a club decision. So this is not like me shitting on the club at all. It very well may be the league. Whoever it is, it's not entirely
Annoying. It's like not a deal breaker, but it's annoying.
Yeah,
Sure.
And
because not everybody. I mean, for the league, if
and then
it's a
people are
league
just
thing,
going to decide
fuck
whether
'em.
it's worth it or not. So
But it's like we tout ourselves as the most affordable fucking sports option in the city. And now you want me to pay $100 to watch my team play maybe 3 times,
Or maybe once.
or maybe once.
Well, I guess if they only play once, you're probably not buying the
yeah,
the
and I
second
think
and third
that's
day
what
passes,
we might
but-
see too, as far as ticket sales go. Is like you're gonna have the most people probably buy on Friday locally at least, because if you're gonna pay $30 for something, at least you're gonna get to see your team once. And I think people are.
and I
they're
think our
not gonna
game is
see-
the evening game.
Yeah, 7
7
o'clock.
p.m.
So people might show up for that.
Yeah,
so they'll
people
pay
might
the
show up
$30
for one of the earlier ones.
My guess is probably
Probably
people will hedge, right? Like if they had to make a choice, they're probably not maybe go Friday, skip Saturday, see if the team makes the final, and then maybe go back on Sunday if they make the
Yeah,
final.
I think Saturday will be like the lowest attendance day for sure.
Are the semifinals being played on Saturday, or are they doing it all on Sunday? Semis and finals on Sunday.
Quarters are Friday, semis are Saturday, final is
Yeah.
Sunday. There's
Okay,
only one
okay.
match on Sunday.
Okay. Oh, so the 2 matches as a 2. Okay, semis.
4 matches Friday, 2 matches Saturday, 1 match Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, 4. Yeah.
Do they give a time for Sunday?
2 p.m.
2. Which I think could be good for attendance either way. Like, people aren't going to have to stay out late on a Sunday night to catch the match.
Yeah, it's not a bad.
Which I think will help if our team is in the final. How many people are really going to show up to watch the final and pay if our team's not paying?
Yeah, nobody.
What time are the Saturday matches? Sorry, I do have a phone.
Is it 4 and 7 or 2 and
3:30 and 7?
Okay.
So there's
I don't have to chew
potentially
up the whole day. Okay.
so there's potentially going to be a watch party for the men's side concurrently with the match happening.
Yeah,
down.
it sounds like they're
that.
definitely doing a watch party for Saturday night for the men. So you might get some people from that.
You'd watch both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Well, on the field, we're playing Louisville Triumph in the quarterfinal. Those were
Go your way.
We split those
9
games in the regular season. Both were 9-7.
I was just gonna say it's gonna be 9-7.
Yeah, we're not gonna.
Those were
we're
good
not gonna
games,
do.
though. So
Yeah.
it should be a
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
exciting match.
Absolutely, no, it should be good.
That's the
Should
other
be
thing
hot,
too is like if you go for that Friday game against Louisville, like you know you're going to see a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Erin Torrance. She was. They just unveiled the MASLW first team, and she's in the first team, so that's pretty cool. She's obviously had a
Hell yeah.
really good first year with the indoor team, so that's pretty sick. I'm trying to see. I don't see anyone in the second team. I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, just Aaron. But
We'll give a shout out to our friend JR who takes incredible pictures because he somehow got wrangled into photographing all of the matches for the league.
Oh my God.
Are they going to give him credit this time?
So, well, yeah, so it turns out that was a slight misunderstanding.
Oh, phew.
Okay.
The photos were passed to them. They thought they came from a club photographer.
Oh.
Which you don't technically have to
Yeah.
credit on that kind of thing, I guess. But so that is all worked out. JR and the league are friends now, and they talked him into photographing all the matches.
All's well that
So
ends well.
you go out, make sure you say hi to JR and give him some love because he's gonna have a long fucking weekend.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot of games to cover.
Yeah. But like, good for you, dude. Like, how cool is that?
paid,
The league
yeah.
asked him to like cover all their games.
No, Jer's a good photographer, and I'm glad they asked him instead of that clown that they usually have taking
That
pictures.
other photographer.
Who's that?
You didn't get the call, Adam?
Oh! I see.
Yes.
No. Jer's a good dude. Good photographer.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think
Bring
he
your
even listens to
bring
the
your extra
podcast.
memory card though, Jr.
Do we want to talk USLPA or we're just over an hour on the recording, so I don't know.
I mean, I don't know that there's really much to say. Like, there's not been a lot of movement in the last week or so. Like, it's been cool to see everybody's displays and everybody's support of the players, and it's cool to see that, like, the union is amplifying those of us who are amplifying them. It's very clear that they appreciate the support, which I think is important. Like, you want the fans on your side.
Yeah.
So they're doing good with that. But yeah, I mean, there really hasn't been any movement. So I'll be interested to see what happens over the next couple weeks if we actually see anything happen.
Yeah, I think the issues are known. Where the sticking points are, it's less about the minimum wage as opposed to some other stuff. The floor on the wages is close enough that they can probably work that out. I think the league is up to 40,000, which is, I mean, just peanuts. But not what it was. I mean, it's higher than what they wanted. So the league wanted. So they did bargain that up. Some of this other stuff, it's not looking great, and they're making like very small progress. But I guess I'm kind of left feeling like the threat of a strike is there, but the further into the season you go, I don't know that that leverage really is as powerful as it was at the beginning. So
Yeah.
it could happen anytime. They could just throw their hands up and say, listen, these people are not bargaining in good faith, and it's not worth our time to keep on talking. But it does put the players in a bad bind, especially the players in team provided housing, if they walk. So uh yeah, I mean it's not great. Uh but I think the games are likely to happen. So according to some commentators, they're thinking maybe this coming weekend would be when they would go out. Because they didn't want to mess with the US Open Cup games because that has ramifications. Uh so we'll see, but it's Wednesday now. There's been no, noise, but it could happen at any time. But I think at this point, most people are assuming that the matches will happen this weekend. So
Try to get answers out of Carlos on Saturday. Ask him
Oh,
straight out if there was going to be a if there was going to be a strike, and he wasn't budging. Wasn't budging. Just said that they were hopeful that they were going to come to a deal,
Okay.
and that they're still talking, and that was it. So yeah, they Carlos is a good rep, and when it comes to, especially when it comes to not revealing information that he's not supposed to reveal.
Yeah. Lips are
rule
sealed.
number one. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he said they are very, very much appreciative of all the support though that they've been getting from the supporters when it comes to all of that, which is also very, very obviously it's very important, but I think especially at this level, it's that much more important to have all of those all of the scenes that we saw at Keyworth, especially
Yeah.
this past Saturday with the signs and the chants, and I mean it's
Pictures
stuff
were
like
everywhere.
yeah, stuff like that makes it very, very hard for the league to silence. And you look at all the pictures from this past weekend that the USLPA was posting, and I'm not to say that other places weren't, showing their support as well, which they were, but most of the pictures that were being used were from Keyworth and everything that was happening here, which is cool to see. So, but like I said, it's the louder that supporters are, it's the harder it is for the league to silence it and push it aside, which they're trying to do. They're trying to push it aside.
Absolutely.
They're trying to tweet through it, and it's not happening. It's impossible to silence right now when the supporters are that vocal about it. So keep on going, keep on doing it, keep on showing your support for the players, because it's supporters are going to help push them over the line, hopefully, with all of this.
Yeah, I think one thing that I noticed that I found interesting, and of course I wouldn't know the absolute truth on this, but you can see trends. One thing I appreciated about our club was when you look at the highlight reel. After the match, there's always a highlight reel that goes out on YouTube, and I'm assuming other places. I just get it on YouTube. That the first thing that you see after the lineups in those highlight reels for ours is you actually see the protest acknowledged, even if it's an initial 5 to 10 second clip on the front end of the highlights. And then that tweaked my interest. Well, my interest was tweaked before then because my conspiratorial mind that can kick in from time to time thought it was because I do what I always do. I go to the damn home match and watch it in person, and then the first thing I do when I come home is I watch it on TV. Partly because sometimes I'm socializing and having a few drinks, and what, right? So for the show, I want to go back and watch it again. And I noticed that the initially noticed that the audio to the stream is cut out, not even any pregame commentary, and it doesn't kick in until about 45 seconds into the match. So, and I wondered initially, well, that could be one of two things, right? You could be suppressing, right, what's going on and avoiding having a conversation, or it could have been an act of solidarity to remain silent as well, or it could have just been fucking audio issues, right? So, I don't know.
John Krieger forgot to plug in the microphones.
Yeah, right. But then when I saw the highlight reel, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, and then it piqued my interest to go around and start looking at the highlight reels for different clubs, and yeah, most of them cut. They didn't acknowledge that even in the highlight reel. They just jump into the first action of play. And usually in highlight reels across the league, you'll always have the initial clip after the lineups where the ball's kicked off, and that is conveniently cut out of a lot of highlight reels at the club level, and of course the league level. So it's interesting. So yeah, I echo what y'all said and just tell the supporters to keep it up because the league. I think in one of the league's initial statements about it, they were talking about something along the lines of like we want to be able to get back and provide our fans the action that they need or something. Like they said something. They invoked the name of the fans, right? And let's be clear, like I have no problem, absolutely no problem missing a couple of Detroit City soccer matches if the boys decide that they want to go on strike. I'm not going to be sitting there hooting and hollering because my soccer's not playing. I want to enjoy soccer, enjoy the leisure of the game, but I desire for that to happen with my club involved in an equitable way. So you're not going to pit us up against the players and make the players feel guilty as if they're robbing their supporters of a game because they're being reasonable. So, solidarity to the fellas. Do what you gotta do.
100%. All right. We have just enough time for a shout out if anyone's got one. Otherwise, I'm going to sleep because I'm tired.
I got a quick
shout out.
Oh, go ahead. Go, Alan.
I'd like to shout out Dennis, who couldn't be with us tonight because we don't know why. I looked for you everywhere in Chicago and I couldn't find you. Wow. That's not true. I didn't bother him. He's got his own life. He doesn't want to hang out with me.
Alan was avoiding Dennis at all costs.
That's right. We were almost running into each other at St. Patrick's Day events. So, be well. We hope to see you sometime, maybe. I don't know.
He's probably mad at you because he said that we weren't going to make the playoffs and you said we were going to win the championship, according to YouTube shorts.
Oh yeah, and yeah. Who could argue with YouTube shorts? That's good as gold.
Now I'll shout out Bashar Dalou, Alex's father, actually. I always seem to find myself...
And Andrew's father, by the way.
And Andrew's father, right? I always seem to find myself on the fence line or watching a match striking up a random conversation with somebody next to me who ends up being a parent of a player. That happened with Mikey Bryant's dad before our little tussle with him. But yeah, good guy. It was really cool though. Like, it was cool to chat with him, and it just happened to be right next to me when Alex scored that goal, and then man, a goal and 2 assists. That's got to be a beautiful thing for a father to watch in his son's first match in a city kit, because I know, as his father said, he was pretty nervous. He wants to show out for us, so it was a pretty cool thing. So
I think the announcer screwed things up too last night, because it was Alex that assisted on. Was it the Preston goal? Was it the second? Was it the Dioff or was it the Preston goal?
I think it was the Taka.
Okay. They referred to Alex as Maxi. And I'm like, double take.
Yeah, I did notice that too, actually.
Come on.
I think that was the case.
They look nothing alike.
No, they do not. The goals they scored last night, though, were very much alike.
Very similar, yes.
Very similar goals. Getting that far post, tucking it inside that far post. Very, very nice.
Dalus was a little bit better, in my opinion, but
yeah,
of course,
yeah, absolutely. Wink.
All right. Thanks for tuning in. This has been an amazing.
I have a
Oh.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Good night.
Wait, I do have a quick.
Wait, I got some.
Oh.
Wait.
Hey, Crustache boy, how you fucking doing? It's great.
Thanks so much for checking out the latest episode of Channel 451 Tunnel Talk. For more of these type of episodes, go to Detroit.themajorsports.com and look under Channel 451 where you can check out all of our prior episodes. Additionally, they are also on YouTube, whether the Majors TV YouTube channel or Channel 451. Be sure to like and subscribe both. Additionally, you can find the Majors Detroit on social media at TMSNX Detroit on Twitter and Instagram, and TMSNXDetroit.bsky.social, and the Majors Detroit on Facebook. You can find Channel 451 at 451DET on Twitter and 451DET.bsky.social on Blue Sky. Be sure to, if you check out any of us in audio form, you can find us wherever you check out your podcast. Be sure to not only like and subscribe, but leave a 5-star review. It goes a long way towards helping out all of us here, not only at the Majors Detroit, but the Channel 451 Tunnel Talk crew. Thanks again for checking this out. Until next time, catch you later. Call.
They know our motherfucking name. Many seniors, many players, even multiple leagues. Supporters built a kingdom that provided your needs. We set a high bar and we hope you exceed. The season you just did, time to roll up your sleeves. Grab a protein drink, I got your protein bars. I get silly with the syllables, I make them see stars. And that crest on your chest, don't forget that it's ours. The blessings of this club, man, we work so hard. Put up money for the team when Corona took our steam. Grieving legends as they leave, capture pictures of scenes. Providing you a stage you desired as team. But accountability don't seem to be in your dreams. Look, I hope it was a joke, just a playful little poke. Cause if you in your feelings, happy healing, hope you cope. The faithful pop and smoke, make our enemy choke. Earned our right to speak our mind, let humility soak. If you need a couple haters just to help you excel, it might be that your protein bars aren't working too well. Cranky to bed, bitch, I'll dig up your trash. Watch your mouth with supporters over shaving your stash. Yeah, it's cranky.